All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Friday, the 17th of October, and it's set by Enigmatist, who I think is one of the toughest, if not the toughest, of the setters. John Henderson, I think, is his real name. Anyway, first let's have our cryptic clue of the day. Yesterday, woman who wanted to get ahead whipped up meals with love. Well, the answer was Salome. So I was being very unfair, maybe. Woman who wanted to get a head of John the Baptist, and you had to whip up our anagram meals plus O. Well done to everyone who got that. Today, a tricky one, I think, that's appropriate for Enigmatist. Son and father carry note between extremists, beginning of treacherous dissident activity, 8 letters. Son and father carry note between extremists, beginning of treacherous dissident activity, 8 letters, and the 5th is Z. All right, let us see what Enigmatist has. This fighter set out to damage legislature. Could it be a fighter? I'm wondering about, we anagram maybe set would be 3 letters, and then maybe we anagram a 5-letter legislature, could be the House from in the US or other parliaments, of course. House of Commons. Theseus or somebody, or but I think they would be anagrams separately if I'm reading that right. Don't get it. Gulf City, Japanese mount, securing Ascot's first cheer. Is there a horse called Gulf City? Maybe there is, but I think it's part. Well, I don't know. Maybe it is an 8-letter Gulf City. Oh, a Japanese mount. Fuji? Oh, and that, yes. And that's going to secure or go around Ascot's first. Faruja, something like that. And cheer. Oh, what's a cheer? Oh, cheer could be ta. Oh, I think I know this city. I have been to the United Arab Emirates, so yeah, that is in my mind. There's an F and a J one. Yeah, but does it begin an I? Yeah, R. Oh, that's annoying me. All right, how about read cons will be waving right? Could it be a word for cons, which could be prisoners, convicts, or it could be the arguments against something that has an R in it, and then you wave or drop that R for right, and you get a word for read. Read as in study? No, how about wine carrier, fine, muddling along? Well, fine can be F. Yes, and then we anagram along and we get a flagon, a wine carrier. The authority with which one rules one's robes, a joke. I don't know why I found that one a tongue twister. Maybe the authority with which one's rules. I'm thinking about you rule with majesty because I'm thinking one's robes are goes around, yes, a joke, a jest, and things belonging to one in the first person could be my. All right, so this fighter set out to damage legislature. Oh, could it be an and lit? I'm wondering about the Dáil, the Irish legislature. So it could be Ilda, otherwise DLIA. But then set out would probably be a synonym of set out. Mathilda? Is Mathilda a fighter? I don't know why set out would be math anyway. Now let's try some more downs. It's payback time for us English landing in states. Well, landing in states sounds like word placement. Something for us English could be USE. Going inside of, states could be avers, something like that. And then the definition would be it's payback time, like reprisal, revenge. Could it be reprisal? Let me put it in and see if it makes sense. Us English landing in. No. My other thought is it might be the American word for a landing as in part of a house. Yeah, I don't think they talk about the landing here in the US. One of my favorite jokes about the plane crashed into my house, but it was my fault because I left the landing light on. Was that a Tommy Cooper, maybe? Yeah, not getting that. A rising couturier, Nick dresses like a star. Oh, I'm wondering if the definition is like a star. There is a word, sidereal, I think, but that's only 8 letters. But I'm thinking we're going to have a word for couturier, and it might be a famous one. Oh, like Dior. I do like that. Oh, in fact, I'm wondering about an asteroid. Asteroidal. Is that a word? But I just realized Dior backwards gives roid. A might be A. And then Nick. Nick is steel. And that STEAL, which dresses or goes around Dior backwards. All right. Oh dear. Employee of 14, bar counsel at first, oddly rejects. All right, I think we have to solve 14 first. And then I think we have to remove C, counsel at first. And then we have to remove the odd letters, I think. Although it's only 8 letters, so yeah, I don't think that might actually be the definition, employee of 14. Yeah, not quite getting that. But since I'm looking at 14, Italian writer admitted time was not kind to those hearing this case. Is it an Italian writer? What Italian writers do I know? Oh, who wrote Don Camillo? No, I think that's part of the wordplay because that's going to admit or take into it a T. Was not kind to those, to those hearing. I think that's a homophone for was not kind. And then I think this case, or maybe case, I'm wondering about a grammatical case or some kind of attache case or something, or a court case. No, not saying it. All right, I skipped over a few here. Split personalities, then repair boat. Yeah, I don't get that. Right to back vote for a woman, excuse me. I like that clue. That's a nice, reads very nicely. I'm wondering if we have a word for a vote and then R for right backs it. Yeah, and it's a woman. Yeah, vote can be X, can be I, nay. For a woman, could that be her? Yeah, I don't see that. All right, more than one competent fighter strips outside town. Where do we break this one? I'm wondering if it's more than one. Like great many. Well, that would be a lot more than one. Could it be a town? Great Falls, Great Yarmouth, Great, or green something. So I think a fighter is going to strip outside of something else. It reads like the, and then what's the competent? Could be able. More than one competent? No, that doesn't sound right. Competent fighter? Oh, a green beret. Could that be it? Strips outside town. Maybe we start with green beret and it strips by removing the outer letters or something. Let me put in green beret just to, doesn't give great crossing letters. That was the payback time. And that was our employee. No, that's right. Oh, how about entity issuing fire like working TV? Well, I'm thinking like a working TV, it's on. And actually, Enigmatist, I think, is being a little kind to us. Sometimes we simply see the word working and we have to realize it's on. But saying like a working TV, I think, spells it out. I'm thinking an entity could be a person, but how is PERS issuing fire? Oh no, I think it might be an entity issuing fire as a dragon. Like working TV. How do I get drag on? because some TV programs do drag on, but there has to be more to it than that. Oh, is it something to do with the Dragon's Den? I don't think so. Oh, I think this might be Fedora. No, securing ascots first. Oh, I think the cheer, though, might be a Ra. Oh, Fajira? Yeah, I think that must be it. So Fiji secures the first letter of ascot. Then we have part of a cheer. And I think that's it. I definitely should know that one. All right. I'm not sure about that. Or let me get rid of it. All right, how about sort of mechanical man's knocked out of cup? No. Is it some kind of robotic or cyborg? Yeah, I don't get that. Writer emphatically does not like the teeth of some animals. Oh, well, writer could be I or me. And then I think it's going to be a word for emphatically does not like detests, abhors. And I think then it will be like the teeth of some animals. Like dendate, men. Yeah. Yeah, I bet it's some biological term for some kind of teeth. Armstrongs say are, and then all caps, reversing Armstrong, just checking all the letters are there in the right order. Now, is it Louis, um, Lance, or Neil, Alexander? It's going backwards in all caps. Now, we did have one recently where it was all caps, which I thought was going to be significant, but no, I think it was just to call out the letters. Oh no, actually, that one I think was to make a 0-0 score. Um, yeah. Oh, something like back Lance, back Neil, kneel back, kneel down. Um, no, don't get it. It houses royal secretary who's paid to assist doctor. Oh, I'm wondering if it's it houses royal could be a palace. Secretary would be a PA. But then how is lace? Who's paid to assist doctor? Why is that lace? I'll write it down in case it ends up sticking, but I don't get that at all. And then the king was in this depressed state. Maybe the king was in this and depressed state. Now, which king is it? Elvis or King of England? Oh, is it? I'm thinking about Hamlet for some reason. Maybe it's some quote from Shakespeare. Depressed state. Yeah, I think that might be a pun, like push down, low. No, don't get that. A selection of Turkish tobacco rolling one way and the other. Ooh, could it be? Yeah, I was wondering if it was a hidden clue, maybe with reversal, but rolling one way and the other. Oh, maybe it's a palindrome. Oh, yeah, it is a hidden clue with reversal. Both. So both one way and the other would be both. That's clever. All right, let me go back to the Downs. Good Catholic is still looking after aging birds. Well, surely if dragon is right, which of course I'm not sure of that either. Let me write it down. Um, good would be G. Then what's Catholic? ORC is still. I think it's going to be some kind of birds. 10-letter bird. And then aging. Don't get that. After correspondence, friend departs to the far south. Antarctica. Well, yeah, so I think we're going to start with some word for correspondence. But I mean, that also has a mathematical meaning, right? Or maybe physics. Friend departs. Do we remove pal or mate? China? No. Refinement links to the French Riviera. Yeah, I was thinking about niceties, and it's Nice ties. So links, ties, French Riviera, Nice. Hello to my friends in Nice. Broadcast grenade warning on the piste. All right. I only know piste from skiing, but I think it must apply to fencing because we're going to broadcast our anagram grenade and get on guard. All right, rising marksman, recording shot. Sounds like we're going to reverse a word for a marksman. Oh, maybe a recording as well. I can't think of a short word for a marksman. A recording shot. No, a corrupt chamber appears to be working. No, where's the definition? Corrupt, I suppose. And then somehow chamber appears to be working. Don't get that at all. Beer in a fancy wine bar is neglected. I think it's going to be a beer. And maybe we have to think of a fancy wine and take away bar or a word for bar. Beck, I think, can be a beer. There's one I know I'm overlooking at the moment. All right, moving on. Quietly great player acquires instrument for £1 question mark. The question mark, I think the definition might be £1, but I think the question mark either indicating pound as an example, as in a currency, or he's being a little tricky, like a dog pound, a kennel. Quietly, I think because it's only 6 letters, I think that's going to be P. And then great player acquires instrument. Who's the great player? George Best? Ali? No. Is it Lynham and O'Connor circling one officer sees? Question mark. Well, yeah, 2 Deses there. Is it? And then, but it does say Lynham and O'Connor, so I think it's going to be Des, us, and then one officer, Des. Well, the S could be, other S could be there, of course. I think C's. Oh, could it be diocese? Dioceses. Circling one and OC. Yeah, I think, is that office? Well, there's OIC, right? Officer in command, but I think OC must be an officer as well. I'm not quite sure, but I will take it. All right, what's my fancy wine bar? Or fancy wine? Beaujolais? Or is it a bistro? No. Corrupt. Yeah, I'm wondering if working here again is on. Oh, poison? Can corrupt. Oh, I think as a verb. I think you can, like, poisoning the well or something, you can corrupt. But this would end in I. Suppose it's possible the king was in this depressed state. No, not very confident in that. All right, well, a very poor first pass, but I think with Enigmatist, I'll take my chances with that. All right, the writer emphatically. Yeah, I wonder if it's dent, dine. Emphatically does not. Oh, something like something don't. Oh yeah, because in fact I think like is like is the part of the definition, I think. So emphatically does not. Writer emphatically. Just yeah, still don't get that. All right. Let me pause and sip my coffee that's getting cold and think about an Italian writer or some kind of case. Well, I didn't get my Italian writer, but I looked at Sort of Mechanical Man's, finally spotted the magic word out, meaning anagram, and wondering where I was going to get 7 letters from, realized mechanical with man knocked out, and that leaves us the letters that can be arranged to spell a chalice. All right. So now we're a good Catholic. I'm wondering if we somehow anagram, but there's nothing that seems to indicate an anagram of Catholic. I mean, Catholic can be like Catholic taste, universal. RC, of course, comes up a lot. Oh, could it? Maybe the definite. Yeah, I think so convinced that the G was good. Well, maybe not. Maybe because I'm just wondering about gull being birds. No, because if it was going to be that, it would be coming after aging birds. But how about? Oh no, I think guillemots are GUI. What's Catholic? All? Maybe Catholic can be all. Is still looking after aging. No. All right, I did get a C here after correspondence. Friend departs to the far south. Oh, there was in the old divorce cases, when you'd read about them in books, they'd talk about someone being a co-respondent, but I don't think that's the case here. What is to the far south? I'm wondering if maybe what if the definition was after, and we had to think of a word for correspondence that included in it a word like pal, and the letters of pal would go down to the bottom. Our mate. I still don't get it. All right. Beer in a fancy wine bar is neglected. Bar can be but. Do we remove BUT from a fancy wine? Yeah, let me pause. I'm sure I know this 4-letter beer that has come up before. Well, of course, the obvious word, I don't know why I didn't think of it, is a brew. And I'm not sure how we're getting it, except I noticed that wine bar has all the letters of brew, plus it has in a. So I think this is one of these fiendish clues you have to read backwards almost. Beer, where in a is neglected by an anagram of wine bar. But if that's right, that is so convoluted. Well done to anyone who spotted that on first pass. All right, it doesn't help me, of course. Where to? Okay, I do know that is an I now. This fighter set out to damage. Oh, I think we're going to do the same thing again. I don't know how I feel about him using the same trick. Is that 3 times now? I think we're going to take SET out of legislature, which is 11 letters minus 3 is 8. All right, so let me get rid of that. Well, can I spot it without... no, I think I need to... Well, let's use the anagram helper. All right. So we take out set, so I can still have L, G, I, L, A, U, R, and that E. Oh, a gorilla. I always think of, what was her name? The newsreader. Oh, so I think my I then is wrong. But I'm sure it must be gorilla. No, that's not right either. Because there's only, oh no, there are 2 L's. All right. Good Lord. I'm having a terrible day. All right. So Gulf City is the definition. Oh, why did I say Mount? I think Mount Fiji. Fuji, of course. Fiji is a different place with and lovely apples. My goodness. All right. Read or read, Kongs will be waving right. Maybe waving instead of meaning dropping an R means adding, going around an R. Anyway, what would a word either for right or read or read? No, not seeing it. Right to back vote for a woman. Maybe it's a woman's name. I'm trying to think of like yay, nay, or like nay, yeah, yay. Can't get any of those to work with an R. Split personalities, then repair boat. I do see we have the letters of split within personalities, but luckily it has much more than 11 letters in personalities. Then repair. I think it's going to be a vote. Or sorry, a boat, a vote. Oh my goodness, every man has me. Not every man, enigmatist. Thank goodness it's Friday. I was wondering about vessel before my brain imploded, but I don't know why it would be. Ooh, except payback time, something to do with vengeance. Let's put in vessel. Oh, Split, of course, is a town in Croatia, but I don't think that has anything to do. Oh, that is wonder. That's very clever. Now I see it. The word selves is split and becomes vessel. I love that. All right, what is this? It's payback time. For us, English. Oh, I think it is a verse. It's payback time for us, meaning Avengers. We are Avengers because it's payback time for us. And English is ENG inside of a verse. All right. I'm thinking it must be tie. this case. Oh, it could be the I did have a sneaky look at Wikipedia when I was sipping my coffee to see any Italian writers beginning with T, and I didn't see any. But maybe he was Roman. Could the T for time go in there? The token, the Theo. Was there a writer called Theo? Time was not kind. Was rude. Those hearing this case, something like the jury or the... Oh no, I thought those hearing was part of the homophone, but maybe it's those hearing this case. No. Oh, and I need to get 14. I was going to have an employee. At first, oddly rejects. See, I don't know if Green Beret. All right, I'm past my own personal 30-minute mark before I'll use the check word button. So I'm going to try my Green Beret. No, but it is green something. All right, let me make a note. I had one wrong there. Green beans? Strips outside town. Oh, green belts are strips outside town. Oh, and of course, a green belt in martial art is considered a competent fighter, so more than one green belt. That's very clever. Okay, so now we would have E something T. Yeah, so maybe we are rejecting from council at. But I don't see, because before that E. Oh no, hold on, let's see. If that T is coming from at, then we have one E here, and then we would have an N. Yeah. That's not it. All right. I'm wondering about the prefix I so, and so it's emphatically does not. I so don't. I have a feeling that must be right. Let's check that one. Yes. Never heard that term, but I'm sure it's right. Well, I know it's right, but I assume that it means something. Birds. Let me look up guillemot just to check how it's spelled. All right, I figured out that aging is old. And again, he's not helping us with the order of the clue. But I think we have to start with G for gold, or G for good. Then we're going to have aging, and then Catholic is still looking after. So I thought of goldfinches, but I couldn't think of another bird that would fit. So I had to go to word plays, and there are gold crests. I have heard of those in the past. So I think Catholic is simply C, and is still, I think, is rests. Looking after, yeah, I think that's a bit of a funny joining word. I don't think we're supposed to come up with something for looking. Anyway, it is birds. All right, does that C help me? Oh, it could be Lance. Lancelot. Armstrong say, if it's Lance, I'm fairly confident in that N in on guard, so Lanceman, it has to be something about being reversed. Otherwise, Louis or Neil, I don't see how I would get them into it. All right, what if that began with a rising marksman recording shot? Oh, it could be a word for rising, maybe. Shot can be an anagram indicator, but I don't see any good 6-letter fodder here. No. That was my correspondence friend departs to the... Oh, how about the far south of England? Could it be Cornwall? Oops. After correspondence friend departs. No, other than it being... I'm going to go ahead, though, and check that one. No. Oh, Columbia, maybe? Let's reveal it. No, compared. Oh, what a sneaky definition. If you check if two things correspond, then you have compared them. I think that's how that is working. Otherwise, I don't know how. And then friend departs. No idea how we're supposed to interpret that one. That is devious. Okay. I should be able to work out. Oh, maybe it's something name going backwards. I'm wondering if is there a word lanceman? Oh my goodness. Now my typing has gone to pot. Oh wait, it was already really bad. I'm just because I'm thinking like it's a name going backwards, so like Armstrong. Oh, and then I thought maybe something to do with clan, but that doesn't work. All right, let's check this one. No, let's reveal it. Oh, it was Neil, a space man. Oh, it's a name in. It was important that it was in all caps. Oh, that's very clever. Just too clever for me, I'm afraid. Well done if you got that one. Name in caps backwards. All right, the king was in this depressed state. No, something Canada. Maybe another palace. Well, palace and then something. No. All right, I'm not sure about this P, but quietly, great player acquires instrument. Oh, I'm wondering about a pestle. Oh, Pele is the great player. Acquires instrument, but quite quietly, I thought was the P. But of course, I should have thought of Pele. Great player acquires, but certainly, oh, instrument. Oh, ST. I think we often see SH telling someone to hush, but I think you can also make that sort of hissing noise, which I think might be written down ST. We will check that at 15 squared. I have a lot of checking to do. Let's see. That's my rising marksman now. Recording. Oh, a shot could be a pellet. The marksman is William Tell, and he is rising, as is a recording, an EP. All right. Oh, of course, a depressed state could be a blue. Ah, and it is Elvis. Oh, Mike will be happy. Blue Hawaii, and it is an I there. All right, so I think this must be poison. Don't fully understand it. And then, yeah, I think just that's a cryptic definition. Elvis the King was in depressed blue and a US state, Hawaii. All right, just a few in the top now. I don't want this video to be too long, so I think I may pause and give them a think and then end up using wordplays.com being realistic. But, oh, we still, yeah, I think I'm going to pause and give this one a thought and then go to wordplays because that then might help me work out 7 down. Well, I couldn't think of one. 50, our wordplays had a lot of possibilities. I sort of like the forum. Did the forum hear cases in Rome? But I think I'm going to go with the board. Oh, could the writer be barred? But then it's not admitting time was not, no. Anyway, let's check that. No, let's reveal it. Oh, the court. I don't fully understand that either. So we'll have to check that at 15 squared. Italian writer admitted time was not kind. Well, the court, yeah, is hearing a case, of course. All right, so an employee of 14. Oh, I should have thought of bar counsel is indicating the law. So, yeah, somebody in a court of law, not the bailiff, the, I don't know, bar counsel at first oddly rejects. Yeah, I think I'm just going to reveal this one too. A jester, oh, an employee of a different court, back to the royal court. Yikes. Counsel at first. Oh, so yet another where you have to take away the first letter of counsel, bar that, but then anagram rejects. He does like removing things before anagramming them, doesn't he? All right, I have my read or read cons will be waving right. Could be read as in understood. But I don't get that. And then right to back vote for a woman. Oh, I wonder if a woman could be AW and then something for a vote and all of that is backed up. So then the definition would be right, beginning with WA. No, I think I'm going to waive the white flag at this point and go ahead and reveal that one. K. Oh, it's no. Oh, it's the rightmost letter of back is a K. The vote is I. And then a woman's name, not the most obvious woman's name, is K with an E. Very tricky. All right, how about read or read? Cons will be waving. Right. Oh, well, I'm wondering if I'm losing my voice now. Hold on a moment. All right, I'm wondering if right could be true. Let's go ahead and check that. It is right and true. Do I understand it? No, I do not. Read or read cons will be waving. No. Boy, oh boy, what a tricky crossword. Fitting for a Friday, of course. Let's check all. Everything else has stayed put. I don't think we had a pangram. And I didn't spot a theme. Maybe court, palace, palace and chalice. Was there anything else that rhymed? Ah, the oh, Danny K. The vessel with the pestle is the poison. Yes. Pellet, I think, might come into it too. Yeah, I think that's the theme today. So very proud of myself for spotting that, but came a little too late. All right, let's go over to 15 squared. All right, the blog is by poor SC Chua. Apologies for the late blog. It was a slog, not helped by what looked like jumbled wordplay. Is that a theme? Yeah, I think I think it's just maybe a trademark of Enigmatist, or maybe he was putting in a little theme. And it might be in keeping with that whole Danny Kaye thing. But let's see if anyone mentions it in the comments. Oh my, I think I had 9 written down where I didn't understand them. So I hope SC Chua can help. Drag on. Oh, like a transvestite. Ah, not a television. So he wasn't helping us, giving us on, but like a working TV, drag on. Oh, that's very clever. The court, oh, Umberto Eco, contained in time plus hurt. Ah, okay. And another, yeah, where the wordplay is jumbled around to make it even harder. Ah, to lace is to doctor. Oh, a secretary who's paid is PA. Well, I think that sort of, yeah, goes without saying, but I suppose it helps the surface reading. Yeah, but to lace a drink is to doctor it. Pele acquires ST quietly. Yeah, and SC Chua puts in the question mark there. Dez's, yeah. CO, oh, you had to circle around, turn around, I think. The commanding officer, good lord. Fujairah, or if I'm saying that right, which, yeah, I'm sure I passed by it. True, Oconstru. Yeah, another one with jumbled, and yeah, my voice really is giving out. Let's see, 13. Rests, placed after, yeah. Compadre, with departs moved down to the end. All right. And brew, and another jumbled one. Yeah, sure enough, we have to take in A away from wine bar. Enigmatist is usually too much. This was The Court Jester starring Danny Kaye, The Flagon with the Dragon, Vessel with the Pestle, Chalice from the Palace. So lucky for Balfour, spotted the theme. Different wavelength. How, like me, Prospero didn't get the theme until everything was solved. Wow, went to see the film in 1955. Well done. Did not finish. The wordplay seemed hard to follow. Name caps, if you reverse it, yeah. So yeah, I think some mixed feelings on this one. But I think it was very clever. Yeah, those jumbled wordplay, as S.C. Chua called it. I think one or two would be fine in one crossword, but there were so many of them, it just made it very, very tricky today. Anyway, but you have to admire the ingenuity of it all. All right, well, thanks as always for watching. Have a great day and have a great weekend.